Attention. Welcome to the Different Spectrums podcast. We dive into the wild world of mental health discussions. Get ready for profound talks, a sprinkle of humor and sarcasm, and a touch of colorful language. Just a quick heads up, our show reflects our individual opinions, which may not align with the standpoint of the podcast, our featured guests, or any related corporate entities. Our mission? To illuminate through laughter and satire because everyone needs a good chuckle. Chill out and don't stress over the small stuff. Legal troubles? No, thank you. Cancel culture? Please spare us. We'd rather keep this space lawsuit free. So buckle up, have a good time, and join us as we navigate the vibrant realm of mental health on the Different Spectrums podcast. Hey everybody, we back again.
Hey, we're back. We're live.
I'm Spencer, your co-host, and of course we have our licensed clinical therapist, Naz.
Freshly shaved, bald, smooth, supple.
Bald and beautiful.
Hey, oh, you said it now. Don't be hitting on me
got
now.
the bald part, man.
Oh, I know I'm good looking. Okay. Jesus, continue.
Remember, don't take us too seriously.
Or do. That's completely up to you.
There you go. Also, don't forget to run up those likes for us. We'd really appreciate it. So, as you can see, we have a new guest for today. Our guest is an entrepreneur, podcaster, and creative who has built a platform all about positivity, authenticity, and mental health awareness. Through his work on Vibe with Kai, he sparked conversations around kindness, breaking stigmas, and finding joy in everyday life. Please welcome Kyrus Keenan Westcott.
Wow, look at that introduction.
That's right.
It's
all
a
AI,
shame.
homie.
It's a shame. It's all a lie. It's a shame.
It's all bullshit.
It's all a lie.
I'm actually a white man.
Castle of lies.
Surprise, I'm white.
Oh my God, it's Clayton Bigsby? Jesus.
I've been doing it for years.
Look at me and my privilege. Look at me.
My God.
Let's go back to like a yearbook photos, like the whitest kid in his class.
Oh my God. Jesus.
That's a great way to start this podcast.
It is. It's fine.
Next time, welcome this white man. Yeah, welcome.
Well, that was season 1 through 3. We're going a little bit browner this season.
That's right. We're doing things here.
We're trying. We're trying.
But anyways, thank you for coming on, Kai.
Yes.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Awesome. So, for today, we are actually going to be focusing on the movie Children of Men, featuring Clive Owen, Michael Caine, and Julianne Moore. So some things that we're going to be talking about. We're talking about sacrifice. We're going to be talking about masking fear with humor, and also how humor can be a coping mechanism. And there's some other things in there about this plot that I probably speak to today, just a little bit, just a wee bit. And then also, talking with Kai. So, Nas, anything before we get into the show?
There's a couple things that stood out to me. Obviously, the one scene's intense, right? I mean, someone dies, so trigger warning for a few folks. Someone about to get shot. It's not the black guy this time.
It's not.
Finally,
it's an old white man. It's about time.
Why do you think I like this movie?
Question mark.
Jesus. Yeah, so that was good, but there was a monologue before, folks, which I really enjoyed too. Is this person thinking and stewing and visualizing and feeling? And so you were talking about some stuff, and I just like, yep, I know that stare when other people are talking. Yeah, that's my job. Yep. Okay. Can't wait to talk about that. I'm really excited to kick it with you, right? I've seen a ton of your content, ton of the guests. A couple of the guests you've had, we've had as well too. Always smiling, always happy as shit, dudes. Like, I've enjoyed your content. Tried to get you on last year. And you're like, hey man, just shoot me an email, I'll get on. And I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it. And I might have fucked that up. So a year later,
here we are.
It happens.
Here we are.
As long as you have been, I'll get you there. It just might take me a while to get you, to get you there.
We're all here now, man. That's all that matters.
I was trying to make a cum joke, but okay. So let's get into the podcast.
Jesus.
That was me.
All right. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
He's just cracking up.
Man.
You got to say whoop,
Did
whoop.
it at the
dude.
wrong time, fool.
Give us a whoop, whoop, brother.
Me?
Yeah.
Whoop whoop.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
Okay.
Now
There
we
we
can
go.
start the show.
Now we can begin.
It's the tism, bro. If you don't do it, it fucks
We're
everything
not
up.
OCD and all. What do you
That's
Yeah.
fair. I don't want to throw off the tism vibes.
Yeah.
Right?
God. All right. Nice. Spencer, you knew where I was going with that joke, right? I'll get you
No, I
there.
didn't.
Oh,
No, I didn't. No. You were talking to yourself that whole time, just saying no. I was
No.
like, what?
I was like, I'll get you there. I'll get you there. I'll get you there.
Oh man.
Oh, you're talking about the hole you usually bury them in. I'll get you there. I'll get you there.
That would have been a good one too.
Yeah.
Among a million protesters in a rally by chance. But they were there because of what they believed in the first place, their faith. They wanted to change the world, and their faith kept them together. But by chance, Dylan was born.
This is him?
Yeah, that's it. He'd have been about your age, magical child. Beautiful. Their faith put in praxis.
Praxis? What happened?
Chance. He was their sweet little dream. He had little hands, little legs, little feet, little lungs. And in 2008, along came the flu pandemic. And then by chance, he was gone.
Oh, Jesus.
You see, Theo's faith lost out to chance. So, why bother if life's going to make its own choices?
Watcha, baby's got Theo's eyes.
Yeah.
That's terrible. But you know, everything happens for a reason.
That I don't know. But Theo and Julian would always bring dinner. He loved it. It's the alarm. Someone's breaking in.
What is it?
Look at this.
Jasper, hurry up! Where's Janice?
Take the back path to the main road, then follow the map I've given Miriam.
What are you talking about?
Wait for Sid at the old school in Watchwell Road in Rye. Give him this and tell him he's a fascist pig.
We need to get Janice.
We're not going here.
What are you talking about?
Well, you don't need an anchor.
No, Jasper, you're coming.
You need time. We'll stall him. I'll send him the wrong way. It's the best idea. Go on, go on.
Jasper.
Theo, I've talked my way out of worse things than this. Believe me. Go on, go. Oh, and remember, tell Sid he's a fascist pig.
She would never say where she came from. Yesterday don't matter if it's gone. While the sun is bright, or in the darkest night, no one knows. She comes and goes. Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Who could hang a name on you when you change with every new day? Still, I'm gonna miss you.
was here a few weeks ago. Has he been back?
Who?
Theo Fat.
Oh, I haven't seen him in weeks. There's biscuits and coffee on the side. Help yourself. Want a drink? Look, come on, have a drink. Lighten up, lighten up.
What we got? Here, Luke.
It's a dead woman and dog inside. They're going to Beck's Hill.
When did they leave? When did they leave?
Pull my finger. Look. Pull my finger. I'll do it. Fuck you. Pull my finger.
I'm so sorry.
Don't you fucking touch me. You tell me the fucking reason in that.
It's all part of a bigger thing.
Shut up! Shut up and get in the fucking car.
Jasper?
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Hey everyone, I'm here to talk about our new collaborator, Toink Toys. They have a wide selection of, you guessed it, toys and other great collectibles. They have products from Marvel, Star Wars, Harry Potter, and everything pop culture. You could say they put the toy in Toink. So go check them out at toink.com and use our code Different Spectrums Podcast to get 10% off your entire order today.
All right, and we're back again.
I gotta take a crap.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Go ahead.
Yep. All right. Yay. All right. So, Kai.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You've built such a uplifting and positive just brand around Vibe with Kai. What inspired you to start it? And also, what does the name really mean to you?
Sure. Yeah, it all started back in 2018 when three things happened to my life, to me in my life, all at the same time. One, a very close friend of mine, Ashton, my best friend, one of my best friends, passed away suddenly. On top of that, the relationship I was in for the last few years at that point had suddenly ended. And on top of that, I also ruptured my Achilles, complete rupture playing basketball. So like all three of those things happened in 3 weeks. And I was not happy. It was bad.
Yeah.
And I was probably at the lowest point of my life in that time frame. And I went months feeling low, both mentally and obviously physically. And I knew that I wanted to work my way out of that funk that I was in. So I wanted to document it so that nobody would feel the way that I was feeling. Because I knew the way that I was feeling, I wouldn't want anybody else to feel this way, because there was times I didn't want to like legitimately be here anymore. And so I started documenting my recovery, both physically and mentally. And I at the time I called it Good Vibes with Kai. And then in 2020, when the world caught on fire, it switched over to The Vibe with Kai, because I learned just from a mental health standpoint, like not all vibes are good, but that's also not a bad thing, right? Like it's like there's vibes where you're feeling sad, like there's vibes when you're feeling angry. Like all of those feelings are valid feelings to have. It's all about what you do with those feelings after the fact. So I didn't want to just focus just on good vibes. That's what, like, you'll never hear me say things like good vibes only, right? Because I don't believe in that. So it just turned into The Vibe with Kai, and that's where we are today.
Where are we vibing at today? We vibing
Where?
good? Yeah, we vibing.
We're vibing good. Today is a good day.
Okay.
Today is a good day. We're vibing well
I thought
today.
you said you
Not
was-
even good. We're well.
We're well. You said you was tired. You're bullshitting now. You're
I
lying to
am
me?
tired.
Oh.
No.
Why are you
I can
lying
be-
to us,
I can,
Kai?
I can be tired and feel okay. I'm just tired. I'm not in a bad mood. I'm just tired.
I don't want to live here anymore. Jesus Christ.
I'm not. It's not mutually exclusive. Like I'm
Facts.
tired, but I'm also happy.
Okay. Same.
I'm blessed.
Fair enough.
I concur with that vibe. Spence, check in.
Man.
How's the vibes today? You vibing? Good?
Fantastic, as always. Sundays are usually my days where I'm just like nothing, you know? Usually for Sundays, I'm not like I have to really get it jump started. You know what I'm saying? Like my mood jump started.
Yeah.
Because usually Sundays are just my days where I'm just like, I don't want to do shit at all. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm good. And then but yeah, usually once I start talking, I'm good.
You're on a roll.
I'm good.
Yeah. I'm good. Tired, good. Just made some barbecue. Things are good. So
hey, barbecue. Let's go.
You know. So keep it going, Spence. What you got for him?
So just going off of like what you said, I mean, you know, you're going through all of these things. Did you, for you, if you want to say, did you seek out any like professional help or anything like that? Or were you just like, I just want to do this journey on my own?
Yeah, that's a great question because that is what my platform ended up becoming. Because even at the time, I knew that I needed help, but I thought that I could just handle it on my own. Right. And so that's what I focused. I was just like, okay, let me just try harder and be better and try to have a better attitude and stuff like that. And it wasn't until I was diagnosed with everything I'm diagnosed with only a few years ago. So I was diagnosed with most of the stuff that I deal with now, you know, in 2023. So it was at that point, 5 years had gone by. And I knew I had to get help because like all this time had gone by and I was still struggling. But I didn't think it was because I was diagnosed with anything. But it wasn't until some people that were very close to me in my life pointed out like, hey, you should probably talk to somebody. And I was like, no, I'm fine. It is what it is. I just gotta work harder, just gotta try harder. But then after going to speak with a mental health professional, that's when I realized that my struggles had nothing to do with me not trying hard. Like there is quite literally a chemical deficiency in my brain that I wasn't managing in a healthy way. And that's one of the reasons why I was struggling with so many things. And so it wasn't until 2023 that I really started to focus on getting help and speaking with my therapist and my psychiatrist, getting medicated, like all that kind of stuff. That didn't start until 2023. So it's 2025 now. It's been 2-3 years, and it's been an amazing, insightful journey that I'm still learning. It's all still new to me.
I got a question, Spence, because it's surprising. We've done so many of these goddamn podcasts, and rarely have I asked this question. How was it starting therapy? What have you learned throughout it? Did it work the first time, first therapist? Did it take time to get used to? Men, brown men, black men, hard time talking about this shit. Like, what was that experience? How did it go with the therapist? And I didn't think that this is where we're going today. Obviously, this is where we're going. If you're cool with that, I would like to pick your brain.
Yeah.
Because it's a high rate of black and brown people that listen to us. Yes. And it's also a high rate of women too. But for the men that are listening, it'd be nice for you to share a piece.
For those of you that don't know, I'm black. Surprise. Good looking too. I know. Good looking black man.
Looking like Darius Rucker. Anyway.
That's true. That's the person I get all the time. I get Darius Rucker all the time. And so like here's the thing. I grew up in a black neighborhood, right? Surrounded by black people, and there is very much a mental health stigma in the black community. And so when I was growing up, the people that I looked up to were athletes, hip hop and R&B artists, and my dad. Right? Those were the three people that I looked up to, none of whom were talking about mental health. None of my teachers were talking about mental health. None of my basketball coach, my football coach, my baseball coach, none of those people were talking about mental health. It was always try harder or, rub some dirt on it, pull up the bootstraps, let's go, kind of energy. like the idea of crying meant that you were a wuss. That's what I grew up. So I grew up suppressing my feelings because that's what I thought that I had to do. And so I realized when I started therapy that number one, there is a stigma in the Black community. And number two, that I'm not alone in this. And I know it's such a cliche thing to say, but it's true. Because even though so many people suffer and have a hard time managing their mental health, it can, even though so many people deal with that, it still is a very isolating thing that we all have to deal with. And so we all feel alone. And once I learned that there are people that have gone through this and can understand what I'm struggling with and how to manage it in a healthy way, it was like putting on glasses for the first time. And I'm able to see things clearly. I was able to put a name to my struggles. I was able to understand why things were happening. Why was I having trouble remembering things? Why was I having trouble, getting started with my day? Why was I, having trouble with this and that? Come to find out, there's more to the story. And so it was kind of like this beautiful snowball effect that I just wanted to learn more, and I started to learn more. And that's why I take my role as a content creator in the mental health field so seriously, because there's not a lot of Black and brown men, especially, that are content creators that talk about mental health.
Nope.
And so like I take this very seriously because like I wish I was able to see somebody like me when I was younger, when I was a teenager, when I was in college even, talking about this stuff. And so like that's why I try my hardest to just be open and honest about my life and my struggles.
Was it hard for you to, when they maybe suggested, hey, you got bing bang boom, was it hard for you to maybe accept that? And or was it hard for you to maybe, hey, I assume your therapist is like, hey man, we might need to do some of this medicine, because that's usually the next step.
Oh yeah, it was really hard. It was like this uh uh grief process, like the stages of grief that you go through like after like somebody passes away kind of thing. It was like a similar thing because when I was first diagnosed, especially with like, because I was diagnosed first with generalized anxiety disorder,
Yeah.
and depression. And like I'm like when I thought about when I was younger and I was thinking about mental health, and this is my ignorance speaking. I when somebody mentioned mental health, I would think of like straitjackets and asylums.
Facts.
Like that's mental health to me. That's what I thought.
Yep.
And so once I realized it's not that, it was very, very eye-opening. And so like once I started to learn more about it, when I was first diagnosed, I started to get upset with the people that were in my life, like the adults that were in my life. Cause I'm like, the signs of depression, anxiety, ADHD, all this stuff, it was there my whole life. How did y'all not see it? It's clear as day. And so like it was like anger, and then it turned into sadness because I'm like, man, I caught this when I was 34, 35. What if I would have caught this when I was like 18, 19, 20? Like, would my life be different? Like, and so it turned into like this sadness. And like it kept going. And then finally I reached a point after maybe like a year or so when it was like this acceptance. And I was like, okay, this is something I have to deal with. I'm going to give myself grace. I'm going to give people in my life grace because they didn't know either. And I'm just going to try to just manage all of this in a healthy way and try to use my journey as a way to validate other people's journeys.
Well, you'd be surprised. You would be surprised. Spence probably wouldn't be either. But the amount of times, Spence, I've had kids this week, I just can't believe no one saw any of this.
Yeah.
How'd you not know? How'd you not know I was emaciated with my eating disorder? How'd you not know I was tweaking out and I wouldn't come out of the basement? How'd you not know I was autistic and if you saw this, and this, and you continue to allow people to bully me, or you continue saying shit about my weight, or you never put me in front of a doctor? Why was it when I finally got to middle school and I went for a checkup, the doctor's like, hey man, you ain't doing good. Why did it take so long? So a lot of my clients are angry. Lost time, and I tell them, hey, Lisa wasn't 35. Lisa wasn't, right? You're 20, right? 21. We can do some shit now, right?
There's a lot of people, especially women, people in the LGBTQ plus community, people of color, that are getting diagnosed later in life with a variety of things, because a
Yep.
lot of the research that is done on a lot of these things, especially in the like DSP or whatever
DSM.
it's called, DSM. Thank you. A lot of that was the research was done on white males,
Mhm.
especially young white males.
Yep.
It wasn't done on women. It wasn't done on people of color. And we're just now getting to a point that it's starting to be talked about more and accepted more in those communities, and how it affects people differently in those communities. And so now you're finding like women who were either misdiagnosed or not diagnosed at all,
Mhm.
getting diagnosed with ADHD at 50, 60, 70 years old.
Facts is wild. And then how could it have changed or helped them out if they would have known this before? It's
Right.
sad. Like you said, it's grief because you might have lost a part of yourself a long time ago throughout all the traumas.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Thank you for answering some of those questions.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Smith.
Yeah. So I know you've done a little bit of like acting, and you're a big musical guy as
Yeah,
well.
I am.
What
I am.
what about those really like help you express yourself in different ways? Because
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like I love musicals, honestly. Like
Oh.
they're pretty great. Chi Chi Bang Bang, that's my shit,
Nice.
The newer ones, what are you gonna do? Yeah, they don't catch my. I will say though, I was pleasantly surprised with Wicked. I was like, oh
Okay.
shit,
Okay.
that's actually really good.
Yeah.
Even though like
yeah.
my school, they did like Wicked, like we were known for like Wicked. That was our thing. I
Mhm.
never saw it, but what about like just doing acting, musicals, and being inside of that realm really gets your creative juices going?
Yeah. It was two things mainly. One, it was a safe space for me,
Mhm.
growing up, because I played sports my entire life. And again, like in sports, like you suppress your feelings because you need to be tough. You need to be like rah, all the time,
Mhm.
right? Like that is
Mhm.
the mindset you have to have. And in theater, in musicals, it was different. Like they wanted you to show your vulnerability. They wanted you
Mhm.
to like go there emotionally a lot of times. And so like it was a safe space for me to express myself in a way that was accepted by the people around me. So that was
Mhm.
number one. Number two, um, neurodivergent people mask a lot. We mask our symptoms a lot. Acting in a way is masking, and it was a way from acting as a way for me to this is going back to some acting 101 stuff, but behaving truthfully under imaginary circumstances. So like I'm able to wear this theoretical mask where when I'm on stage, it's not me.
Mhm.
It's whatever character I'm playing. Like it's me up there, but it's whatever character
Right.
I'm playing. So I'm masking who I am in order to play this role. And so that was something I was already used to without even realizing it. Now I
Mhm.
talk about this now the way that I'm talking about it, but back then I didn't even know that that's why I enjoyed it so much. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I was just like, "Oh, this is fun. The girls are cute." Like I didn't know. I didn't know. I was like the one straight guy in the musical. Like I was like, it was like I was like, "This is fun. I
I
love
guess
this."
you got
But, like,
something else.
Jackpot.
Jackpot. Looks like you might have something else to find out at 37 in your therapist's office. I'm not straight.
But it was, but like, I
sorry.
think, well, listen, I'll tell you, I think everybody's a little gay. I'll tell you, I'll tell you that.
I'm more than a
Don't
little.
tell
I
that
think
to
everybody's a
Nas
little.
because he's big blown.
Listen, I always, this is what I always say to guys. I'm like, I dare you to put your guy group, whatever group chat that you have with guys, put it publicly. Tell me people won't think that is gay.
Also, if you sleep in bed with another man, I mean, come
Well,
on, right?
I mean, that's it.
Right, Nas?
That's it. That's it.
Who doesn't want to be held by a strong man? I don't understand.
Listen,
the whitest, buffest guy you've ever seen.
but
The ass on
here's
him.
the thing. Here's the thing. Like it's funny because like playing sports, like I used to get made fun of because like they knew that I loved to do theater, so they'd be like, "Oh, that's gay,"
Yep.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I realized that the reason that they say that is because a lot of people don't like are opening themselves up and being vulnerable, and just like they are just having this extravagant fun, and it doesn't make it gay. It's just fun. It's just not tough. It's just not manly tough,
Right.
right? But like that doesn't make it gay, but it comes off as gay. So like that's what I thought when I was playing sports. And I'm like, the only reason I even tried out for the school show in the 8th grade was because there was this girl, Diane, that I had a crush on. I found out she was doing the school show, and my wrist was broken and I couldn't play on the basketball team, so I needed something to do. So I was like, well, Diane's doing that. So I'm like, this will be my shot with Diane. And and that's how it went. And then I ended up falling in love with it.
Oh.
Love it.
And I did get the girl. We did date.
Hey, hey, there you go. It was all worth it. All those years of rehearsal.
It was. She dumped me on my birthday, but like,
never mind.
Fine.
She dumped you on your birthday?
Yeah. I don't think she realized it was my birthday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, I mean, that's also not a good sign too. Like, it's your birthday. Sorry.
No, and she didn't even do it. It was her friend. I got her this is a sidetrack, but like I got her for Valentine's Day. I got her like this necklace. I'm in the 8th grade, by the way. Got her this necklace from like Claire's or something like that. Got her this necklace, and I gave it to her. She like wore it every day. It was like, oh, she blah blah. And then the way that she broke up with me is that she gave the necklace to her best friend, and her best friend met me at my locker and handed me the necklace, and that's when I knew that she was breaking up with me.
Yeah. So this is your origin story, huh?
It's my villain.
This is your origin story. It was fire.
Now I own a big corporation, and I fired all the people that worked at my school because fuck them. Right?
Oh my god. So, right, this masculinity thing is so bullshit.
Yes, it's true.
And it hurts so many of us, women as well too. Because what you were trying to talk about is not just the play and like how that's feminine, blah, 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 is the vulnerability of showing emotion, showing anything, showing excitement, exuberance, whatever it is, right? Just you can't show anything. And so a lot of my women as well are poisoned by this. Constant conversations about, did you talk to your partner about this? No, I wouldn't. I'm not doing that. Well, why not? Because that is too much and I don't want to be seen crazy and I don't want them to know that. What if they judge me? And it leads them to these horrible things. So they never get to really fully know each other because the fear of rejection or the fear of that they will be seen as weak or feminine and a bunch of other slurs I'm not going to say right now. So it's wild how it kills like everyone. Yeah. And so now
you really have to be secure in your masculinity and who you are.
Yeah, I think that anybody that says that things like theater are, is something that isn't masculine, number one, doesn't know theater, because like that thing is hard. It's hard. Like you go up there and try to sing and dance and do all that at the same time.
Fuck that.
Like that's not, it's not easy, right? Number one. Number two, like being vulnerable doesn't make you weak. Being open and honest doesn't make you weak.
Nope.
I think it makes you weak when you are toxic, when you're like, especially men that are toxic with toxic masculinity. I think that's weaker. I think that says so much about them that does about anybody else or society.
There's a lot of cowardice in it for many different
100%.
reasons. Yeah.
Yes.
And I think like we have a lot of great examples. I think now when we get older, now we have so many great examples of like all these different people, like Denzel Washington. He's been into theater and he does all these different plays and stuff like that. All Al Pacino, all these different amazing, considered masculine actors have been doing these things for years. And it's just like, oh, so you think you're more manly, quote unquote, than like Denzel or like Al Pacino and stuff like that. Like, come on now. Like, that's who you look up to for masculinity. Look at Scarface. That's what everybody watched and was just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But he's a legit person. I had a conversation with a client the other day when they're like, dude, I'd probably get my ass kicked if I said that I liked anime. But like now you can say it and it's okay. Now you can say you like musicals
Pokemon
and it's
cards,
okay.
All that stuff.
Man, it's so I am so happy that like we can be open about like that kind of stuff now, because you're right, it wasn't always like that.
It was not
at all. Especially anime, musicals, Pokemon,
No.
all that kind of stuff, man.
Doing your homework, you get bullied. It's like you're getting bullied for everything. It's like you're getting bullied for being poor. It's like, Jesus Christ, man, I'm already poor. Like, you're gonna bully me about it?
How many more struggles are you gonna bully me for? Shit.
I can't read. Jesus.
I have shitty clothes, like everything. God damn it.
Why are you bawling in the 8th grade, Nas? I don't know.
Oh my God.
My dad's stressing me out. Yeah, man, it's wild. So it was just really nice to talk to a student the other day. I was like, homie, you couldn't say this shit for real. Like, you couldn't. Now it's okay to be like super nerdy and cool. It's in.
Yeah.
The shit's everywhere.
Henry Cavill is the biggest nerd that you'll ever see in your life. And it doesn't get any more masculine than Henry Cavill.
Love it.
And he's like one of the sweetest guys that you could ever see. And I think
is
that's
not
a
fair.
detriment. I think that
is not fair.
Honestly.
It's not fair that you're attractive, smart, funny, and kind. Come on.
Is he straight?
Something's going on here.
Is he straight or no? I assume he's straight.
Yeah. He went out with Gina, the one buff chick from The Mandalorian.
Oh,
he was going out with her.
Oh, they dated, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're going out for a while. So I also think that might be a detriment to him, though, because like I feel like even though he may not want to, he should be bigger than what he is. And yeah, he played Superman and everything. Fantastic.
It doesn't get any bigger than that, man.
True, but like I feel like he should be in more things because it just he just seems like somebody who is not only great at the storytelling, and the fact that they fired him from The Witcher was such a
wild.
I thought he quit.
He quit because he couldn't get he wanted to put the creative in there. He actually, because he read the books of The Witcher and he wanted to put those into the show. And then they're just like, we don't like fucking actors who try to actually put on the source material. Fuck that, you know?
Yeah.
And so like I feel like sometimes being nice and then also having all those other qualities can be a detriment to you, because then they only see that maybe you're vulnerable in certain ways, and then they can use you and then just be like, well, we're done now. We don't really need you anymore. Bye. You know? And that happens with regular people on a regular basis.
Yeah, all the time. Let's actually stay on this, Spencer. This is a good track. Kai, you come off as a very nice, kind individual. Have you had any experience with individuals maybe trying to take advantage, push your boundaries, overwork you, right? Shit on you, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Have you had this kind of Henry Cavill like moments? He's, for folks who can't see, he's nodding yes and laughing.
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
Can you give us any moments or examples?
I mean, I feel as though I'm a genuinely nice person, and a lot of people know that. And so it happens a lot, particularly from like a dating standpoint, right? Because I'm usually the guy that a woman will date after the big breakup before they move on to the actual next relationship.
Okay.
Right? Because I'm usually the guy that is so different than what they had. And so a lot of times in previous relationships, either they've ended it and went back to their husband or their toxic ex-boyfriend, or I was like the rebound, and then they were like, they wanted to explore some more, right? Because now they felt like a little bit more comfortable. Now that's not to say that I didn't play, like, I'm not sitting here saying I'm Mr. Perfect, right? Like I know what role I've played in the downfall of relationships for sure. However, I do feel as though I'm just a genuinely nice person, and sometimes I think people use that even probably unknowingly, because they know that I'm gonna give it everything I have and just be kind,
care,
and communicate and care.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I got a million clients, Spence, that said the same thing. It's a disadvantage being this nice.
But see, here's the thing. I don't view it as a disadvantage.
Go ahead.
I don't view it as a disadvantage. It's annoying, but like kindness is never gonna be a disadvantage because, like, at the end of the day, whether they're still with me or not, whether I lost an opportunity because I'm too nice or what, I'd rather lose an opportunity because I'm nice as opposed to losing an opportunity because I'm a dick. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really view it as a disadvantage, but people do take advantage of it. However, I'm at a point now in my life where like I've been through enough shit that I can spot stuff from a mile away.
Yeah.
So like I'm a lot more protective of
Yep.
my heart and my situations.
Or the
now.
boundaries, work, whatever it may be, right? Friendships,
Yeah.
relationships. So when it
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
to the clients where it's a disadvantage, what Spencer was talking about is they're getting overworked at work. People are taking advantage
Sure.
of them there and
Yeah,
sucking all
yeah.
the day, light and time out of them. It's where they'll see Spence, all these people talking and bloviating like everyone else. And then they got the Henry Cavills that are just kind of cool, calm, collected. And a lot of my young women are like, well, maybe I should be more assertive and like angry. I'm like, kid, you couldn't do it if you wanted to. But again, why would you want to be mean and angry? You're fucking lovely as hell. But no one takes me serious. Well, that's not a you thing. That's not a you thing. That's a projection of how they feel, right? This is what we talked about on the podcast last week, folks, with our last guest. And so Spencer, so many of my clients are like, I should be tougher. I should be meaner. I should be like bigger. And it's like, I don't know if you should betray the core identities of who you are and who you love to be this mythical creature that like terrifies people. And like, no, that's not good. But I get it. And it's different because, right, I'm a big, large boy. So everyone shows me respect, right? Spencer's a larger dude. We don't know your size. You look a little miniature in the camera, but you know, black dude.
You play point guard. It's all right.
I did. I'm 6 foot, but I was the shortest person on the team.
Oh, wow.
That's
Damn.
a
6 foot.
That's a big ass gargantuan.
Yeah.
So
but
that's all I was just trying to bring attention to. Go ahead.
To that point, I think that we I don't know how to phrase it. We all kind of code switch sometimes, though, like in a way, right? In order to
survive,
right? Yeah. And so sometimes, like, we do act a little bit like this mythological creature, right? In order to survive, because we have to. Mm-hmm. Right. Like, for example, like me as a black man, like there's certain ways that I feel sometimes I have to talk. I have to talk a certain way in order to help other people feel comfortable, because if they don't feel comfortable, I'm not going to be able to, move forward with my career or my day. Like I don't do it as much as I used to, but like that code switching is a thing that like a lot of us do to survive. Yeah. And so I'm very mindful of that, but I've gotten better at not having to force myself to do that.
I mean, we've also discussed this with our last guest, because they kind of go through that. I mean, I think majority of people of color go through that, right? Where they have to change just a little bit of who they are in order to get through like certain barriers or certain things that they have to go through in life. And personally, I see that as something as an advantage because you're able to do so many different things. I think when it's a disadvantage is when you lose track of who you were before. And then now this is who you are. You're no longer just wearing a mask. It's fucking super glued to your face. Mm-hmm. And so now you are being that in just everyday life. And I think that when you are able to take off all these different masks and you're able to do all these different things, I think that can be such an advantage because you can be anything you want to be in life and you can do it. It's just that when we get stuck and we have too much of a certain thing, that's when you really start to
lose
go
your
into
identity.
like a depression, anxiety, and you do all these things and you have an internal conflict with yourself because you no longer know who you are. But I think once you understand who you are and who you want to be and you wear that mask or you just are that person now, that's when it's the best outcome in my opinion. But
I'm at a point now I don't give a shit anymore. Like I don't like, it's like
where's you down?
I'm going to be me, and if you don't like that,
Yeah.
Fine. Like, okay, bye. Like, I don't like it doesn't bother me as much as it used to, but like that's a very, very recent thing. Like I'm talking like the last like year or
I was
two
just going to
that I'm
ask
at
you.
a point that I'm like, I don't like if you don't like there's tons of people out there that don't like me.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's fine.
Mhm.
You don't have to like me. Like it's
Yeah.
fine. And so like I'm just gonna be me. And if that's an issue, like we don't have to be in each other's lives. Let's just move forward and just go about like do you, I'll do me. We'll stay in our lanes and we'll keep going forward.
Do you think you could have got to this point without the therapy and without some like additive support and help?
No,
No.
absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because I wasn't processing in a healthy way. Like right now, I'm able to process a lot of this stuff in a healthy way. But like one of the ADHD symptoms that I had to learn how to manage was in my emotional regulation, right? Where like I would just go like these massive mood swings, not knowing why it was happening. I wasn't able to control not only how I was feeling, but like the results of what happens after.
Yep.
And so like now I'm able to process things and people and situations in a way that is grounded in reality and truth and honesty. And I have to do that because if I don't, that's when I start to spiral. Because I found that I was either worried about the future or um, dwelling on the past and not living in the present.
Yep.
And so like once you start to spiral and you start to go into the what if kind of world, that's when you start to lose yourself. And I'm like, I just can't allow myself to go there anymore. It's easier now.
You said also you got you made mention. I said anything you said in pre-production about mental health I can mention or no? It was a diagnosis. Can I mention something else? OCD?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Existential OCD.
Yeah. So you get the OCD. So like a lot of my clients will have ADHD, but then that OCD will kick in, and then now you're obsessively thinking about the one thing. Now you can't sleep.
Yeah.
Now you're miserable.
Oh yeah.
Right now everything. Now your executive function gets bad, and now eventually, how am I going to get out of this misery? Well, I know a way. I'm just not going to live. And it's like, wait a minute. So that obsessive stuff. How have you been able to manage that? I'm sorry that the podcast is going this direction. I think this is magnificent stuff to help people
I think
out.
it's a great conversation. So like it's one thing that people need to realize about all of these things is that they're not mutually exclusive.
Facts.
Right? Your ADHD, your depression, your anxiety, your OCD. And like I'm not diagnosed autistic, but I know a lot of people that are.
Yep.
I know a lot bipolar. I know a lot of people that are bipolar.
Yep.
People that have
all types of stuff.
What's the personality one? Yeah, like all different types of stuff, right? They all go hand in hand because they all affect each other. If I can have a struggle with my ADHD one day and that'll cue my depression. And then that will spiral into my anxiety.
Yep.
Right. And so like it like all kind of goes hand in hand. So that's where the therapy comes into play for me. Because I felt lost. I'm like, okay, do I focus on this? Where with my therapist, I'm able to sit down and say, okay, this is the problem. And I'm able to find the root cause of whatever is happening, the reasoning, process it, and then manage it that way, as opposed to just trying to attack like just ADHD or just depression or just, all these things. Like go to the root cause, process it, and then from there, you're going to find that it's going to be easier to manage all the ways that all of these things affect that core situation. So it's hard. And my cats are going crazy right now.
I see that.
See them. Like, hey, you need to stop. No. But like they only do this when I'm on Zoom.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to learn how to manage all of that. So like it's really, really, really hard. I'm not gonna say here and say that like I have it all figured out. It's hard.
Yep.
But I'm also very cognizant and aware of it, more so than I ever have been. So when you're aware of it and you acknowledge it and you accept it, it's easier to process it and it's easier to manage it.
Last comment, I'm gonna kick it back to Spence. You being able to acknowledge it and accept it is where a lot of my clients are struggling. Is being a little bit more mindful in the moment and accepting that it's going to be hard. A lot of them, you know, I got to be perfect, right? Nas, or I'm disappointing you as my therapist. And it's like, calm down, kid. What is going on?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I backslid into this and this has happened and I'm angry and I hate myself all the time. That's because you're not using any kindness or grace at all.
Yes.
You've taken all these meetings and you're not applying the one key thing is self-compassion. And what does that look like for you? And how do we help you regulate? It's intense. So accepting that, hey man, it's going to be a son of a bitch. And some days aren't going to be good. Some days the vibes ain't going to be good.
Yes.
And I think a lot of my clients forget that, Spence. I think they just forget. They think every day's going to be fucking good just because they went to therapy a couple times.
And it's not necessarily their fault.
No.
Because the world that we live in, it pushes for perfection.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't allow for mistakes. Because like a lot of these things that we deal with on a daily basis, like especially if you're neurodivergent, like the world wasn't built for our brains. And so like we have to find a way to manage it. So like we beat ourselves up. We go into these shame spirals when we can't be the person or do the things that we want to do or need to do or be the person that people want us to be. And we go down this shame spiral and we beat ourselves up because the world around us makes it think that we're bad. You know? And so like we beat ourselves up because of that.
The amount of people that cry in my office and I have to hold my shit together to not like just emotionally feel deep pain for them and not like just pick them up and shake them or hug them is wild.
Yeah.
The shame spiral is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Spence, what other sauce you got for this guy?
Let's see here. So we talk about community being just at the heart of really what you're doing as well. What's been one of your most rewarding moments of connection through Vibe with Kai?
Every day I get emails, DMs, messages from people all over the world that are just like, hey, thank you. Just like, you know, because of a video that you put out, I now have a better understanding of what I'm struggling with, or because of you talking about your therapy sessions, I think that I want to go explore some therapy options now. Like little things like that. It's such it fills my cup, man. It's such a beautiful, beautiful feeling because sometimes you like as content creators, we have to remind ourselves why we do what we do because like what we do as content creators, it's not like easy. It's very tedious. Like I love doing it, but like I have a podcast, I have a blog, I have an email list, I have the content that I put on Instagram, the content I put on TikTok, the content I put on Facebook. Like it's all different content.
Yep.
Right.
And so like it's exhausting. And sometimes it's really easy to be like, why the hell am I doing all this? Why am I doing all this?
Yeah.
Right. But then you get these messages and these texts and these emails from people. And it could just be one person that's just like, hey, you changed my life, or you played a role in helping me understand my daughter or my son. Like that kind of stuff, it brings me so much joy and it fills my heart. And it reminds me why I do what I do. So like every single day, I'm very fortunate to get reminded of these things and it keeps me going and it makes it all worth it. Honestly, I don't care if I have 1 million followers or 1 follower. I don't care if one person hits me up and it's like, hey, thanks. All of this is worth it. Every single last bit of it. Worth it.
I love that. I love that. I love that we, as all of us here, get to make things that make people feel good. I often get worried about me and Spence and some of the weird shit that I say. And my father's like, but you're going too far. You're going too far. And then I got some feedback on vacation. Someone was like, this was fucking hilarious. It made my day and it's hella chaotic and I love it. And I was just like, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
And I even had a little DM chat with them. I was like, this is awesome. I'm like, I'm glad. I'm like, we're friends now. So I added them and they added up. It was good.
Yeah.
I got clients that comment on it that crack up. I got a young human, to not give away things, that said some awesome stuff today. Like, brother, this shit's wild. I was like, I'm sorry. And he's like one podcast, you and Spence start saying this, and that. And he's like, who the hell is my therapist? I was like, yeah, brother.
You want to know something funny?
Go ahead.
You want to know something funny? So like, obviously, as I said, I go to therapy, but like my therapist obviously sees other people, right? But those other people don't know that like my therapist is also their therapist. They have no idea, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So what's funny is that like people will sometimes send my therapist
your shit,
my videos, being like, "Hey, have you ever heard of this guy? He's talking about ADHD and he's explaining about like," and like my therapist, bless her heart, has to pretend like she doesn't know who I am. And like it's just so funny. She'll be like, I'll go into session and be like, "Got one of your videos again today, Kai."
Hey, man, you should be paying them fucking some 10% fucking royalties or some shit.
I know. It's always funny, but like again, like that makes it all worth it. Like people are bringing this stuff to their therapy sessions.
Awesome.
And it's like, man, like that's how cool is that? How amazing is that?
Yeah.
That's such a cool responsibility.
I don't know if my shit's going to therapy sessions. My shit's probably going to like fucking some fucking pervert watch list.
Yeah. Every time a client comes back, like, I saw the foot video now. So what's up with that?
No, if we want to be real today, we want to be real. One of my black males today was like, "Why are you talking about dick so much on the podcast?"
I can't.
Exactly.
I was dead. I was dead.
That's so funny.
So I don't know what Kai. I don't know what Kai is getting. He's getting the good videos. Mine, I'm getting...
Another dick video. Really?
I can't wait till they hear this. They're gonna fucking die.
Oh man.
Fucking porn sites don't talk about dick as much as us for some reason.
Yeah.
One dick per video. That's the rule.
Oh my god.
We got our one in.
We can't keep saying this. Can we move on?
Oh, you want to move on?
The
eh?
SEO is gonna put us on like some OnlyFans page or something.
Hey, you're welcome. All right. So,
oh boy,
this is like more of a fun question. All right,
I'm interested to see how you segue out of this.
Not about dicks this time. Are you supposed to say that? If you could create like the ultimate feel good playlist, what's one song that you absolutely have to be on it?
I have an answer to this because it's mine. It's my song that lifts me up anytime that I need it. It's a song by the band Jungle, which is one of my favorite bands.
Okay.
And they're the people that did this song back on 74. That's like their big. That's like that's their big song.
The Fortnite
It's not
song.
their best song in my opinion.
Well, it's Fortnite, so that shit got hot. Yeah, it got hot on
I don't know, I didn't
Fortnite.
play it.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. I'm sure. Why not? And so
I haven't played Fortnite since I started having sex, Nas. Calm down. Calm down.
Oh, so it's been a couple weeks. So okay.
Little, oh, you play Fortnite? A little good. We're back in high school again.
I know. Continue. Back on 74.
So Jungle, the band Jungle, their big song is back on 74, but the song that I listen to all the time, it's a song called Keep Moving.
Okay.
And the video is fantastic. The song is great. It's called Keep Moving. I listen to that song every single day, probably. I love that song. It's the best song ever. I love it.
What else you got in that discography?
Well,
He said playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gave
That's
us
true,
one.
playlist.
He
I
said
said
playlist.
one song.
He
but,
did say one song.
Oh, I thought you
I
said
did say
playlist. I didn't know you said one song.
But it was like the song. But yeah, I mean, if you have any other songs that you want to put on there,
I can.
please.
I mean, artists will probably be like,
Okay.
because Khalid is one of my favorite artists. Like a lot of his songs hit for me because he talks a lot about his journey. This is gonna sound so weird, and you can't make fun of me for this. But like Imagine Dragons, Imagine Dragons.
I love Imagine Dragons.
Listen, not everybody. Listen, Imagine Dragons makes songs specifically about mental health.
I know.
And so like I'll throw on some Imagine Dragons every now and then. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I screamed my little white heart out to that shit.
Yeah, no, he plays Imagine Dragons all the time.
Nonstop.
All the time. Nonstop. Like that's what gets him going.
Yeah. Oh, by going he means crying because I'll be sitting there like
that too.
Have you been to any other concerts?
I have not. No, I have.
Like you in Philly.
I was gonna make a joke. No, I have not. I have not been to one of their concerts. I would go. I would go. Do they come?
Maybe.
Do they come through to Indiana a lot?
No, there was in Minnesota. Not too many people coming to Indiana.
No, that's not really the vibe.
Yeah, there's more Plansville over here, but besides the point.
I was in Indiana. I was in Indianapolis one time. One time, and I'm good.
It's fine. It's fine.
And I'm
good.
But during their concerts, they usually do multiple speeches, at least one really good monologue about mental health, his therapist, how it went, his depression, his suicidality, the lead singer. So, I mean, that's pretty.
Does he do it with a shirt on or off? Because I know he takes his clothes off during the show.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of blanked out, so I don't know. It was probably off. And I'm done. Okay, we can go. But yeah,
what about you, Naz? What's on your playlist? Huh?
So when I made those jokes,
or a song?
No, I made those jokes in that last podcast about like freaking out, right? Because I had to talk to these 300 kids, and do this presentation that I wasn't prepped for, and I started putting on. It's called Sweet As, and then it's the Hozier songs and movement, and it's so good. It's so
Sweet As or Sweet Ass.
As, not ass, not ass. Ain't no ass in this.
Okay.
And then also, what else did I put on? I put on that Kendrick Lamar song, "We Gonna Be All Right."
We gonna be all right.
Because I'm doing a mental health talk, so it's "We Gonna Be All Right." The movement song is quite lovely and affirming, right? I was trying to play like affirming things. I put
my favorite song ever.
There you go.
That's your favorite song ever. That's your favorite Kendrick song ever.
I'd say yes.
Really?
I do love like Mr. Morale. I love the songs off of that.
Okay.
And obviously Good Kid, Mad City, all that. But I just felt like that song mixes so well with just not only being an uplifting song, but then also just being a song talking about how we can uplift ourselves in the community and being just so powerful with it. And it's just the drums on it. Pharrell did an amazing job producing that song.
Pharrell, don't miss.
Don't miss.
No.
The song I said was called "Too Sweet," not "Sweet As." Too sweet.
You just thinking about something else.
Thinking about some fuzzy peaches.
Thinking about Imagine Dragons lead singer shirtless.
Let's pivot out of this.
Let's
movie time. We're gonna talk about some post-apocalyptic.
Jesus Christ. Post-apocalyptic? Yeah, sure.
Kind of hard to say.
Way to segue. Anyway. Fucking all right. So we are doing the movie Children of Men. Like Nas described, post-apocalyptic.
Post-apocalyptic.
Post-apocalyptic song and movie. All about this future where children just stop being made. Just stop. You can't make children.
And as a result, the society is collapsing under like the weight of hopelessness. And so governments have turned authoritarian, immigrants are imprisoned in refugee camps, and chaos is everywhere. Believe it or not, it's a fictional movie. Like legit, like no lie. The movie is about governments that turned authoritarian. Immigrants are imprisoned in refugee camps, and there's chaos everywhere. No lie. That is the movie. And it's supposed to be fiction.
Yep. It's strange how fiction just becomes reality.
I'm not going to make any comments. I'm just going to let you guys handle that one.
Yeah. And so, do you want to give just a little bit of background for our scene that we have and just like how it kind of goes up to him?
Yeah. So a quick little background of like the characters themselves, because that's going to be like a little important here. All right. So the lead character is Clive Owen. His name is Theo. And he is a former activist, and he has lost faith in the future of society because of the death of his son, right? Which is the story that
we started on.
that we started with in this scene, right? So he lost faith, and he's just living like this detached life, and he has pulled back from everything. His ex-wife, who you don't see in the clip, and spoiler alert, is because she's dead. But just go watch the movie. It came out like 2006, so like whatever. But anyway, so his ex-wife, who's played by Julianne Moore, another brilliant actress, asked for his help on some like rebellious causes, and that rebellious cause is Julianne Moore leads a group called the Fishes, and the Fishes have this girl, this refugee named Key, who is the first pregnant woman in 18 years. She's the first pregnant woman in 18 years. And so the survival of humanity lies within this girl, Key. And so Theo has to protect this girl. And on the way to, on his path towards taking her to where the protection is, he has an old friend named Jasper, who's played by Michael Caine. And he helps with protecting them while they're on their journey to deliver Key to a scientific group who is working on humanity's survival. That's the context of this. It's a lot deeper, but that's the context of what you need to know for the scene.
You're just saying it's Last of Us minus the fungus.
It sounds like The Last of Us. I'm going to be real.
Yeah,
but that's like every post-apocalyptic movie, right? Like there's
Last of Us has babies though, right? They're having babies.
True. They're having babies. True. Mm-hmm. They are. They probably should.
What's her name is pregnant. What's her name gets pregnant? What's her name's girlfriend?
Yeah, pregnant. Right. Ellie's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Ellie's girl.
Pregnant. Yep. By the You're like, how did that happen? Don't worry about it.
There was there
God.
There had to have been a penis involved.
Yeah,
sometimes
the lady she was with was bisexual.
Oh, there you go. Okay,
there you go. That's how
I'm like, they had artificial insemination in a apocalyptic.
Yep, they have that. Come here.
So
that's your
turkey
artificial
baster?
insemination.
Jesus.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Kai, why did we? So we start out with this. This is hilarious. I love this podcast. That first scene, though. Right.
Yeah.
What do you want us to bring attention to in that first scene, though? Because you gave us the background, but I wanted to focus on the first one just for me, and then we'll get to the second scene. What was going on with that?
So throughout the entire movie, Theo, Clive Owen, he has not opened up at all to the girl and her companion that he's protecting on this journey. And so when Theo brings the girl Key to Jasper's house, Jasper, who's this like very eccentric man, right, just starts telling stories about Theo and his past life and giving this background on Theo. And Theo, who he's not part of the conversation, but he's listening in on the conversation. And what I love about it is that even though the dialogue takes place, elsewhere, the focus is on Theo. Right? Everything else is blurry. You can hear them talking, but the focus is on Theo. And I find that brilliant because you're able to see him processing these thoughts about his past that he has suppressed for probably a very long time, ever since his kid's death, right? So he refuses to like revisit that time of his life. And so when Jasper is telling these stories, Theo's revisiting this time of his life, probably the first time in the longest time. And you get to see Clive Owen, who's a brilliant actor, just listen. And you can see in his face how he's processing this information. And like, man, it is just so beautiful to watch him act. Because like, I think some of the most brilliant actors can act without having any actual dialogue.
Beautiful.
Like they're just
acting.
Like,
but
yes.
Horrific scene. That's a really sad scene, my guy. I mean, they're talking about the death of his and he's sitting there and you can feel the trauma and his face doesn't even move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm like, Yep.
Mhm.
I've done that.
He
I
says a
felt like
lot.
that.
He says a lot without saying anything.
Yep.
Mhm.
So, question for everyone listening: when you watch that clip, have you ever been in that type of moment where like you feel like you're listening to people and like it's all background noises, kind of like fuzzy, like you're very present, you know what you're thinking and feeling, but everything is kind of like muffled and weird? Like I wondered if you felt that. Because Kai, that's what I was looking at. I feel like I do that all the time. There'll be so much shit around me and it all kind of gets like jumbled up in the background, but then I'm locked in on one conversation or one thought. And the second thing is for folks, when people are telling me stories, if I don't remember my autistic ass to move my face, I'm visualizing it in my brain, and you're kind of just in no man's land in your brain listening to it, and it's kind of weird. And I always wondered, I'm like, that's what I look like. So that's what I thought, Spencer. I'm like, that's what I look like. Just fucking.
Yeah. Yeah, but like that hyper focus, especially for those of us with ADHD, that like that's what it is. Like we will become so hyper focused on something, it doesn't matter what's happening around us. That like that one thing we will focus on and nothing else matters. So like, and that's the that's the hard part of ADHD is that it's either everything or it's one, right? Like you can be hyper focused on one thing, or it's like everything all at once. And in this moment, it's a very hyper focused moment of him processing what's happening.
An intense scene.
Mhm.
I would not want to be in his mind in that scene. To know and have to experience all that, right? That'd be horrible to experience that.
Absolutely, especially if you've to suppress something that you haven't processed, and at this point, maybe I don't know, 10 years, maybe at this point for him, like that's a long time to not talk openly about something.
Is that a representation of you before like therapy and like your friends telling you, hey man, you need to talk to someone?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like it's
But you a
the
young
difference
Theo?
being, yeah, like I mean, it's the difference being that like he probably knowingly was suppressing, and then for me, like I was suppressing without even realizing it. I just thought that that was just how it was supposed to be. Like you're not supposed to show emotion, you know? And so like yeah, I mean, I totally felt. I mean, it also helps that he's a brilliant actor, but like in that moment, I could see the wheels turning in his head, and it reminded me of when like the times that I had to look back at my life and the things that I struggled with, because you have to look back if you want to be able to understand who you are and why you are the way you are. You have to look back, and that's hard. It's a really hard thing to do. It's scary.
Spence, homeboy, you be driving some dimes every once in a while. You be seeing them dimes. I'm like, beep boop, there it is. Oh yeah. I'm like, damn, that's a white man. All the black players.
Sorry, Chris Paul, Rajon Rondo. One time I pick a, first of all, leading assister in the NBA all time. Okay, white man, steals, white man.
Oh my god,
white men can steal too.
Of
anyway,
all the fucking players, white man.
That's right.
Okay. Not even just any white man, like the whitest of men from Utah.
The guy who is the leading assister of all the NBA.
I'm just saying.
Like, I don't want to be that guy. Sorry.
No.
I didn't say that. He said that.
I said it for you, brother.
Stay strong, brother. I got you. I won't compare you to a white man. All right.
You make me feel like one of those white Karens that try to stick up for people of color. That's what I feel like right now.
Brother, we got this.
I'll take care of you.
No, we don't.
I'm about to blindside you.
Oh my god. Sidetrack, side story.
Let's do it.
I remember there were, I live in Minnesota. George Floyd happened in Minnesota, his murder, and they had protests. They had protests all the time. Yeah,
Did
crazy.
They?
I know, weird, right?
Man.
I had no idea that was going to happen.
Hear about this,
but I had some white neighbors on the other side of me, and as protesters were going down my street, I just see them just put their fists up. I was like,
this ain't the Wakanda
even my
sign.
mom,
put this shit down.
My mom, who's white, it was just like, ugh, God, fucking lame ass. God, it was so
I think it would have been better
disgusting.
if they did the Wakanda sign though.
I
Like if they
think
were,
it
if they
probably
did
would've.
this, I would have
Hey,
been like,
Wakanda forever. All
yeah.
right. That fake place. Let's go.
Des Bryant just comes out of nowhere
I can't.
because he always does the
Yeah.
X.
Great stuff.
Good story. God damn it. What were we just getting ready to say? I
have
don't know.
no
He drops
idea.
dimes. Let's get to the next scene,
Yeah.
Spence. It's on you.
The next scene where somebody gets murdered. What do
Yeah.
you want me to say about that? No, but he does drop, like, you know, we do talk about how humor, we use it in order to mask how we're feeling. And so this is exactly how Michael Caine's character is doing that. He knows that he is most likely going to die. And then now he's also going to have to watch his wife die by assisted suicide. And now his home is gone. Everything he has is gone. He knows that, but he has to stay strong looking for all of them because he knows that he wants to be there for his wife when she is, you know, going to be dying, as well as he says he doesn't want to be an anchor to them in where they have to go. And so us, and obviously a lot of people, they're not going to have this situation be happening, but it is a good representation of how we as people like to use humor in order to really mask how we're really feeling, even though it may be a very bad time for us, but we don't know how to express it, or we don't want to express it, and we don't want to worry the people around us with our problems.
So Jasper, he knows he's gonna die. Like he knows. So like even before they get there, he gives his wife Quietus, which is the government issued suicide drug. And so he does that so his wife won't suffer at the hands of the intruders. And so that in and of itself, I think I mean, it just shows, you know, how there's so many caregivers, how like caregivers will, you know, take care, like will try to hold on to somebody's pain for them, you know, sometimes to prevent them from feeling some sort of pain. And he also, I don't know if you caught this, he also, the dog is dead as well.
Oh,
he gave so like he gave the quietus to the dog as well. And so there's that. And so when he goes outside to meet with the intruders, I think it's fair to say that he is very, very scared, but he covers it with his humor. You know, he chooses dignity and love over survival, right? And his humor in the face of death, I think, is what makes the loss both devastating and beautiful at the same time. You know, it's just, oh man, it's it's hard. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch, especially like when you watch it in context, when you see
everything
what Jasper means to Theo.
Yep. He's pissed.
And like, man, it is like, it's heart-wrenching as an audience to watch.
That's why I let it play a little bit longer, because I wanted to see the pain and anger. When you're like, hey, we're good, I was like, oh, let it play a little bit. So you mentioned in the pre-production that, you know, you do this. All jokes aside, I feel like all of us are in a pretty good place today. I know we made a lot of jokes today. We are not like horribly depressed today. At least I don't know if I'm speaking for everyone, but we are fine. But at many times in my life, Spencer's life, your life, we have done this to either stop from crying, not focus, or obsess about something that we can't control. If you read my profile, my website for like therapy, it says with lots of humor. Right. It says, and the clients come to me because they're like, hey, dude, I need to fucking laugh. I haven't smiled in years. I'm like, shit, we're going to smile today, homie, eventually. So this is a thing in your identity too, huh? This every once in a while, I'll lean on humor to get out of a tough moment.
Oh, yeah.
And if so, has it been detrimental at times, or has it been mostly life-saving at times?
Both. It was detrimental in the sense that I didn't realize that I like when I was younger that I was doing it to cope, as opposed to me facing fears and having difficult conversations. I would just turn to humor as a way to like deflect, as opposed to like processing. And I didn't know it was a coping mechanism. I just thought it was funny, right? I
Yeah.
didn't realize that I was doing it because it was a way for me to not face the things that I needed to face. And once I was started to get diagnosed and having talks with my therapist about why I was the way I am, I realized that I could use levity as a way to not just like cope, but to start a conversation, right? So like that's what my content is. So like the content that I put up on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, a lot of it is humorous because it makes it a little bit easier to digest
Palatable.
the conversation. Yeah. And so I use my humor that way now as opposed to using humor to like deflect from how I'm feeling, as opposed to just acknowledging how I feel. You know, like if I was like, for example, if something happened and I was scared, just like Jasper in the scene, I would say a stupid joke as opposed to just saying I'm scared and just not acknowledging the fact that I'm scared
Right.
or that I'm sad. You know, I would use humor.
Yeah.
I wonder where the hell we learned this from. The funny guys. Where did we learn this shit from? I don't even know where I picked it up from. I was trying to
I
get
watch a lot
attention.
of sitcoms.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because that's a very good question. It's like, where did we get that from? Because like here's the thing, nobody in my family is funny. So like my mom and dad and my sister are not known for their comedy. Like,
Motherfucker, you ain't even funny.
They're not funny. Right?
What'd you think you felt?
You think you funny, bitch? Just because you black?
So like I don't actually, yeah.
Oh my God.
Some shit's funnier because I am black. You know what I'm saying?
It
like,
is.
Like there was some no, like dead ass serious, because like no lie, this time next month or in October I'll be in Connecticut because I'm hosting a couple events at the Gilmore Girls Fan Festival. That's
Oh,
a real
shit.
sentence. That is a real sentence that I said with my mouth. And so and the reason why is because I documented myself watching Gilmore Girls for the first time, because it's funny that a 35-year-old black man from Philly
it's true
was watching Gilmore Girls, which has no black people in it. And it's funny because I'm black.
It's true.
It is funny.
So I use that to my advantage.
Yeah. I mean, hey, do your thing.
Do your thing, man.
Especially making it off white media. Yeah.
Oh
do
yeah.
it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But still, where did you learn? Like, I haven't done any therapy on this, but I don't know where the fuck I got it from.
Yeah, I think honestly it was the sitcoms, because like I was like Fresh Prince, different world, Living Single, Martin, you know, like those type of shows where there would be like a variety of situations that happen, and I would see how they would use humor to explain things or to process like how they're feeling about them. Like they would just use humor and it was funny. And so I think I was inspired by that type of humor, to process how I was feeling. I didn't know it at the time, but I think that's why.
I think so too. Yeah. I'm in that same boat. And then also I love like stand-up comedy. And a lot of the time, although they're funny, they've had a lot of like fucked up things happen in their life. And so they use that in a way to, let the pain out, but in a way that not only helps them kind of go through things, but then also help the audience too. I mean, you think about like Richard Pryor. I mean, dude set himself on fire because he was suicidal, and he made jokes about that. He made jokes about like he lit a match and was like, "Oh, look, that's Richard Pryor running down the street." Like, that's fucking hilarious. Like, and he's talking about his pain in such a way that he makes it so funny, and just being able to even try to get like a tenth of that funniness, but then also make it serious about life is that's such an amazing thing you could even try to do. And so for me, I always try to like replicate that. Now, for me in my personal life, I also try to make sure I take the time to like leave things alone to make sure that they can express themselves in their own ways if they are going through something, and then go on from there once it's like actual good time to try to be funny. But I get caught up in moments where like I try to be funny where I probably shouldn't, and then goes from there. But that's how it goes.
Yep. Yeah, I know. I say some of the wildest shit, man. One of the funnest moments I've had in a long time. I was at this thing teaching RAs. I told you, Spence, in the last one, and this kid was wearing this. It was the RAs, and they had all these funny hats on. So this kid had this big ass like pink Pokemon thing on his head, big teddy bear shit. You sit way in the back. I'm supposed to be doing this talk on mental health, depression, suicide, vicarious trauma, empathy, burnout. And he said, "Dr. Zerk, I can't hear you." I said, "Maybe you take that stupid fucking hat off, you could." And the whole stadium erupts. I see a bunch of white girls like, and I can feel HR email coming.
If you know how to make white girls laugh, you're set for life.
There you go.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. And I don't know. I think I developed this because I remember walking with a bunch of knucklehead kids getting picked on, and I would say wild shit and then they would laugh. And then I realized it can like help people like chillax or moderate like traumatic events in the family and households. So I know I use it as a protective mechanism to like make sure I calm other people's thoughts and feelings and mood, right? To like, navigate shit. And then eventually you just start making more jokes, and then you meet a bunch of weird other neurodivergent people, and I meet people like Spence, and they're like boom, 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 boom. And next thing you know, it's just like, wow, this joke got way out of hand. And so people keep listening to the podcast and like, you two guys are something else. You two guys are something else. And I'm like,
really pile on.
We really do. And I love it. And recently, this is where I'm going to pivot and say like, man, maybe mine came out of trauma, blah, blah, blah. Maybe it's gotten in the way. Yes. But we meet with a lot of neurodivergent men recently, Spence, and they haven't had those friendships where they can go bing, bing, boom, right? And they can keep going up in a long time. I was like, these are my fucking favorites. I'm like, those are my best friends. Since I was a kid, is the people who can one up, instead of the people that just kind of look at you and you're like, you're an idiot. Yeah. So I loved it because I found connection through it. But I'm not sure how many people are free of mind like me and Spence to like talk shit and have fun and be weird. Because I think most people are too scared of getting judged. So I'm going to pivot to you. Do you ever feel like, man, if I say some wild shit or I try to be funny or make people laugh, that they'll judge me or they'll think I'm dumb or less than? Because no one wants to be seen as the clown, right?
I don't necessarily view it that way. Like I don't care. Like if people like especially as an adult, like if people look at my stuff and they're like, this guy's weird, and he's a nerd, I'm like, yeah, sounds about right. like I just own it. But I am however conscious of when and where to use it. Right. I know that there are times when humor is not
an
appropriate.
Option. Yep.
Yeah. So like I'm very, very conscious of that.
Yeah.
And I like, for example, like when I'm making content about anything mental health related, one thing you'll notice is that I never, ever, ever punch down. Ever. I never punch down. And number one, number two, most of my stuff is very self-deprecating.
Yeah.
Right. So I never punch down. It's mostly self-deprecating. And three, I don't talk about anything that I'm not diagnosed with myself.
Yep.
Right. And if I do, it's in collaboration with somebody that is. So for example, like I on my podcast recently, I had somebody on named Kieran Rose, and he's known as the autistic advocate. And so I was able to talk about autism with him because he's diagnosed autistic. So like it was like we have this type of conversation, but I would never make a joke about autism because like I'm not diagnosed
in the community.
autistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I mean, autism and ADHD are pretty close to each other, but like I'm very conscious of that. So I know when and where things are appropriate. I'm very conscious of that.
Last thing, and then we can start to wrap things up. So I've had people, right? They're talking to the partner or the romantic partner, right? And so there'll be an intimate moment, right? Emotional moment, and they'll say like some weird shit, right? Instantaneous, some weird shit. And then the partner's just like, bruh. Have you ever gotten in trouble like that? And if so, how did you handle it? How did you take accountability? How did you navigate that shit?
So with one of the things that people with ADHD have to deal with is impulsivity.
Yeah,
Right?
that's the word.
Sometimes we'll just like speak before our brain processes things. Most of the time we'll do before our brain processes things. So but sometimes we'll just like speak. Like you'll notice a lot like a lot of people with ADHD sometimes will, you know, like start talking before somebody's finished talking, you know, like little things like that, because we're just impulsive. So there's been plenty of times when like I'll just like say something, and then like as soon as the words leave my mouth, I'm like, no, 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 but it's too late. It's already out there, you know. So like, there's been plenty of time that like I'll look back and I'm like, why the hell did I say that? Jesus Christ, like that, like oh my god, and
It's
I'll think about
cringe.
it
It's so fucking
nonstop.
cringe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Sometimes they won't even notice. Like sometimes I'll just make a big deal out of something that really wasn't a big deal. But hey, anxiety. And so like I'll just like overthink it. And it drives me nuts. But yeah, it's definitely happened for sure.
Have you apologized and then had to do the whole accountability thing?
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think of a recent time. I the- I was at work and
God.
yeah, I forgot the context of what was happening, but uh I think my coworker was talking about how like they were working out and like their body was sore or something like that. And I just said, "Oh, it's because you're getting old now." Like I just said
that's
it,
not that bad.
right? But like it's really not it's not a big deal. However, I like the person I said it to, like I don't like I'm not close with them.
Yep.
Like it's just
Right.
like
Yep.
I don't know like what their deal is, and we're not like friends. You know, I just kind of said it, and I apologize. Like it wasn't a big deal, but like I apologized because like the look on her face when I said it, like for a brief second, I was like,
Fuck.
shit, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. She's like, oh no, no, it's no big deal. But for a second, I was like, I'm so sorry. I was just kidding. But for a moment, I was in my head, and I was still in my head about it because I'm like, I didn't think about it. I just said it.
Yep.
You know? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I will say though, some of the best lines I usually have is when I don't even think about it and just comes right out.
Yeah, yeah. I have an improv background, right? So
Right, yeah.
so like I sometimes I'm like I'm really quick on my feet because
Yeah.
like it's just like that's how I was trained.
Right.
You know, so it's just like I'll just like say things sometimes. I'm like, why the hell did you Jesus Christ.
100%. Yep.
But it comes in handy sometimes when like sometimes like it's impulsive, but like sometimes like we'll say some really funny stuff that just like comes out of nowhere and people aren't expecting it because we're impulsive, and so like
Yeah,
it kind of it like works out.
It's my favorite when you can let the leash off, right? And you get, you're like, oh yeah, go ahead and run free, and you're like, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Shouldn't have done that.
Mhm.
So many possibilities.
Wait, let me turn on my light.
ahead.
I'm teeth and eyes right now. Like
Why
it's
did
Jesus Christ.
Why the hell did it get so dark in there?
Like the cat from fucking Alice in Wonderland.
because it's day turning into night.
Motherfucker, it's 6
And,
o'clock.
like-
I don't understand.
Well, it's storming. It's like it's about
Oh
to
god.
storm.
Okay, there's
Yeah.
stuff going on.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, Nas, he's in a different place than you. He's in a different location.
It's sunny as
It's
shit.
sunny over here. What the fuck?
Black people and their weather.
Always complaining about the weather. Yep. Cover up your hair. We know.
We say that in my gentrified, brand new luxury apartment.
Oh, there you go. Some bitch.
We don't have many of the colors here.
I
No,
live in
sir.
a very gentrified
Oh, it's
luxury
fine.
apartment complex.
We don't judge
Yeah,
you.
I'm
We
one
don't
of
judge
those. I'm one of those.
I feel like I want to say some horribly shit about how I'm not going to.
I have a working elevator. It's like
Holy
great,
shit!
man. I
You
know.
are living the
I
luxury
know.
This is
life.
better than Big Bang
I
Theory. They
know.
didn't have an
I
elevator.
know. I don't have a key. I have a fob. I have a fob.
He has a fob. Oh my
Look
gosh!
at that.
Damn, living the
Mhm.
good life right
I'm
I
telling
there.
you.
know. I know.
Yep.
Mhm.
He just got his new job working for ICE. Son of a bitch.
Hey, got that signing
You
bonus,
got
son.
that signing bonus,
Got that
guy.
signing bonus.
I saw your ass with that
Shit.
mask on.
I know. I'm moving. I know. I'm moving to DC. They need some cops on the streets.
Oh
So
my
Jesus
God.
DC.
All right, Spencer, we got any sauce to put on this thing?
We were doing so good. We were doing
Were
so
we?
good.
I don't think we
Yeah,
were.
if you look back,
I don't think we
I think
were.
that's not going to be the case.
No.
Anyways,
Oh my God.
all right, Kai. Let people know where you are, where they can find you, what you got going on,
Yeah.
besides the Gilmore Girls convention happening in Connecticut.
I'm really easy to find. You just go on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or YouTube, and you just type in "The Vibe with Kai," and you'll find me. And I just look for the black guy making really dumb, really stupid jokes. Like that's me.
Okay.
And like I have a podcast called the Vibe with Kai Podcast. I have a blog called the Vibe with Kai Blog. I have an email list called, you guessed it, the Vibe with Kai email.
Whoa.
I know.
The
I know.
naming conventions are just
I'm
how this works.
consistent.
Consistency.
Consistent.
I
Sure.
like it.
Yes. So I'm really easy to find. I'm on every major platform, and I just try to, again, add levity to the conversation surrounding, mental health, especially ADHD, anxiety, depression, OCD, along with making content about embracing your introversion, because believe it or not, I'm a hella introvert,
He said that.
and also adulthood struggles, the struggles of being an adult in today's world, because like, who put us in charge? Like, why are we in charge? Like, somebody made a mistake. Somebody messed up.
Jesus Christ.
It was the whites. Anyway,
Or that lack of that. Well, I'm not. I'm not. Yeah. No, I'm just gonna say
it's
other
them.
weird shit. Yeah.
it was them. It's
it
always
was them. It's are you saying we're cooning? What's going on now?
Oh no!
Let's keep it going. Ain't no white man in charge of me,
How
Spencer.
can I keep going? What are you talking about?
We're done.
All right. Well, that's the podcast, folks.
Go watch Children of Men. It
Yes.
is my favorite movie. Go watch it. And like the scene that we watched, that's like halfway through the movie, so it's not even like spoiling like a lot.
Okay.
And I'll leave this. One of the reasons why you should watch this movie. It's directed by my favorite director, Alfonso Cuarón, who directed like Gravity and Harry Potter, and I think Prisoner of Azkaban, I think is the one he did. But anyway, he's known for his extended shots. So like, he likes to do tracking shots where like things are done in one take.
Yeah.
And there are two major tracking shots in this movie, both action sequences, and they are, no lie, the best tracking shots that you will ever see in a movie ever. And there's a lot of good ones out there, but this one, it's great and it's worth it.
Any back
Also,
shots?
I mean, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. No, you didn't.
I want you to pass out.
That was that impulsivity. Impulsivity. Right
You
there.
can see it on his face. Anytime it's about to happen, he's like,
How much did it cost you to rent the movie?
$4, $4.50.
$4.
But I
$4 to watch
had
a
coupons.
masterpiece.
Yes. Oh, yeah, Coops.
No.
Got the coops.
Nice.
But yeah, before Nas intruded on that with fucking whatever, I was about to also say that like, he seems like he has a lot of great serious topics that the director like he does. And then also with that, at Prisoner of Azkaban was probably one of the first like Harry Potter films where it started getting darker and darker as they kept going on. And so that was probably one of my favorite.
Prisoner of Azkaban is the best Harry Potter book and movie.
Yeah.
I said it. There, I said it.
All right.
I said
fair
it.
enough. That's fair enough. We'll see if the Potter fans come after you.
Listen, proud Slytherin over here, so bring it, baby.
Oh
Bring
shit.
it.
Oh shit. That
Bring it.
explains so much. so
Ring it.
much.
It does. It's
It's
fun.
like fucking Harry Potter. Who the fuck is this guy?
He doesn't even have a
Asshole.
wand. He just has his key fob now.
I actually do. Next to my key fob, I actually do have a Slytherin snake attached to my key fob. I'm not even joking. Seriously.
Of course you do. Fucking Slytherins. Goddamn Slytherins. All right. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Spencer, Nas, Different Spectrum Packet.
All right, everyone. Much appreciation, much love. And remember, take care of yourselves.
Or don't.
Completely up to you. Peace.
Sponsored by Monster.
Jesus.
Don't